Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution, and also in part by Xyway brand fungicide, where you get an unfair advantage. Always reading fall label directions. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dale Minya. Let's take a look at some of the latest from the United States Department of Agriculture's Livestock Dairy Report Outlook. Prices for beef and eggs are steady to increasing from the previous year due to small inventories and disease pressure. This shows a decrease per capita consumption of 2, while pork and broiler consumption is projected to increase in 2025. Feeder cattle supplies are the lowest in many years as of January 1, 2025. Russell Knight, USDA's ag economist, said the small cattle herd size is expected to linger, with the total of all cattle and calves on January 1, 25 estimated at 0.5 million fewer than the previous year at 86.662 million head. This marks the 6th year of contraction for aggregate beef and dairy cattle inventories and the 11th year overall of the current cattle cycle, he said in his report. The 2024 calf crop estimate is larger than expected, as the ratio of calves to cows is nearly 90%, which is the highest since 2004. Based on the number of cattle on feed and the number of calves, steers, and other heifers January 1, it is estimated there are 24.557 million head of cattle outside of feedlots available for placement at the beginning of the year. This number is only 114,000 head fewer than 2024, which is likely due to the ban on feeder cattle from Mexico because of the New World screwworm case in the country to the south. In the 5 years previous, an average 134,000 head came across the border in the month of December from Mexico. The feeder cattle supply outside of feedlots on January 1 appears to be the lowest on record over the past 15 years. Global demand for U.S. beef continues to be strong, even with higher beef prices. The main customers for U.S. beef continue to be Japan, South Korea, China, Mexico, Canada, and Taiwan. In pork production, the U.S. pork industry produced more pork in January than it did in 2024, according to USDA's ag economist Mildred Haley. Federally inspected pork production was estimated at 2.5 billion pounds, which was about 1% higher than the previous year, and this was the result of more animals being ready for slaughter, along with higher average dressing weights. Prices of hogs were higher in January at $80.19 per hundredweight, which was over 19% higher than a year ago. Strong consumer demand for pork in the food supply continues to be the driving force behind the higher prices, as producers anticipate a continuation of strong pork demand and relatively tight slaughter hog supplies. They have bid up prices of early weans and feeder pigs, she added. In January of 25, the average price for these small pigs was 50% to 96% higher than the same time in 2024. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Joel Panorwood with your forecast.
Your ag weather forecast here on Monday has it looking to be a rainy week across Ohio, but that wet weather holds off for now. Today will be seasonable with plenty of sunshine and mostly clear skies. Temperatures climb above average Tuesday, reaching the mid-50s, though clouds will dominate with only a few peaks of sunshine. By Tuesday night, we see a low-pressure system to our north, spreading rain statewide and brings up to 1/3 of an inch and ushering in warm, moist air. The rain continues Wednesday, accompanied by strong gusts up to 45 miles an hour. By nightfall, colder air moves in, transitioning precipitation to snow. That'll last through Thursday evening, and then Friday we see a mostly sunny change with near average temperatures, but another system bringing snow to northern Ohio and rain elsewhere by the evening. Come Saturday, it'll be cloudy and cool, a mix of rain and snow before conditions clear up Sunday. Reporting for the Ohio AgNet, I'm Joel Panorwood.
And thanks, Joel. Joining me is Jenna Reese. And Jenna, we appreciate you sharing with us for several months now about the critical role Ohio forest and woodlots play in not only our economy, providing the wood. how would we kind of wrap up? What does it mean to Ohio? What kind of acres and trees are out there when we talk about forest and woodlands?
There's 8 million acres of forest in Ohio, which is 30% of the land use. But what we haven't talked about is that means standing timber covers more of the state of Ohio than corn and soybeans combined. There are nearly 400,000 landowners in Ohio who have some type of woodland on their property. What's really challenging for us is that over half of those 400,000 roughly landowners have 10 acres or less of woodlands on their property. So the $30 billion Ohio forest products industry truly relies on the random acts of conservation from that many people.
Yeah, when you think about that, the number of as a group is a big number, but when you start looking at the number of individuals that need to be involved, sometimes that's overwhelming, but a lot of those folks really are proud of their woodlands, and I'm going to put it out here several times in our conversation. OhioForest.org is a great place to start with any and all of your questions for more guidance on that. But Jenna, what can these people do to play a part in Ohio's Forestry Association and programs?
Ohio land is absolutely critical for their management decisions truly fuel all of the production that happens in Ohio. Getting involved, getting a forest management plan, getting the right certified professionals, or in this, the right crop advisors, is essential. It will produce a little bit more income, diversify your operation. I know we've talked a lot about the market challenges that our industry faces, but like any other agricultural commodity, it's still profitable for landowners to manage and harvest timber, even when markets are low, if they're working with the right professionals. That would be a certified forester and an Ohio master logger, which can be found at ohioforest.org.
Jenna, as always, thanks for the update. During the month of March, the Ohio Department of Agriculture encourages all Ohioans to recognize our farmers, food processors, agricultural businesses, and industry for the National Agricultural Month. Food and agriculture is Ohio's #1 industry, adding $124 billion to the economy each year. From those tending fields to those involved in our restaurant industry, 1 in 8 Ohioans are employed in the agricultural community that serves us with dedication and care. More than 200 different crops and livestock are grown and raised in Ohio, providing families with food, fuel, and fiber. You don't have to live on a farm to have agriculture touch your life every single day, said Ohio Department of Agriculture Director Brian Baldridge. Not everyone farms, but everyone eats. Our farmers and ag industry work tirelessly to feed families in Ohio and across the country. I encourage everyone to learn more about the importance of agriculture. Ohio's food and agriculture statistics include there are 76,500 farms in Ohio, covering 13 million acres. 95% are family-owned and operated. Among the 50 states, Ohio ranks #1 in Swiss cheese production, #2 in egg production, and #5 in soybean production. Soybeans are our top exported crop. Ohio has approximately 1,000 food processing companies, and Ohio ranks in the top 10 states in the nation for wine production, with more than 425 licensed wine manufacturers. It is the mission of the Ohio Department of Agriculture to protect Ohio's citizens by ensuring the safety of the state's food supply and the health of Ohio's food animals and plant life, and to create economic opportunities for Ohio's farmers, food processors, and agribusinesses. Back with more after this. Attention Ohio businesses. Join the Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation for the 2025 Ohio Safety Congress and Expo, April 16th through the 18th at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. Connect with industry experts, have hands-on training sessions, explore cutting-edge safety solutions with over 300 exhibitors. Whether you're looking to reduce risks, enhance productivity, or build a stronger safety culture, the Ohio Safety Congress is for you. Register at www.ohiosafetycongress.com. It's free.
Let's talk about America. Not taxes or tweets or the issues that divide us, but how incredible our country is. Whether you come home to a crowded city street or sleepy small town, everyone deserves to live in a clean, green, and thriving community. We are Keep America Beautiful, the nonprofit working with millions of people like you to end littering, improve recycling, and beautify communities. Learn more at kab.org. Together, we can do beautiful things.
This is Dale Menyo with the Ohio AgNet. For over 25 years, my truck has been running strong on biodiesel, reliable, high-performance fuel that keeps me on the road promoting agriculture. Every gallon helps power Ohio's economy, protect our environment, and support our hardworking soybean farmers. The best part? It works in any diesel engine. No modifications needed. Take it from me. Choose biodiesel and drive with purpose. Learn how at soyohio.org. Today's market analysis is brought to you by the Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to be building the newest state-of-the-art soybean crush facility in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Call 574-566-2113 for information on soybean marketing to LDC. In the grain trade this past week, we had corn close down 37 3/4 cents for the week. May beans closed down 28 cents, and Chicago wheat was down 53 cents. May corn futures fell another 11.5 cents on Friday, closing at 469.5. Fundamental news for Friday was slim, which left bearish traders in full control of the market. Good South American weather, inflated new crop forecast, and tariff concerns have formed a triple threat to traders who were holding the largest net long positions in just under 3 years as of mid-February. In central Brazil, the Mato Grosso Institute of Agriculture Economics reported on Friday that 84.95% of the state's Safrinha corn crop was planted, officially surpassing the 5-year average. In beans, they dropped 11.5 cents on Friday to 10.25 3/4. While the market is obviously concerned with the friendly weather in South America and record soybean production out of Brazil, one does not have to wonder if the market is still nearing a level of long-term support currently, especially given the market has suspected record production out of South America since the fall, and total amount of world soybean stocks are now fallen 10 million metric tons since November. In Brazil, the IMEA reported Friday that 82.3% of the state's soybeans are harvested compared to 77.4% on average. And in wheat, the wheat and corn futures followed identical paths of price deterioration this past week. Recent tariffs announcements have pushed the U.S. dollar index toward 3 straight positive days to its highest level in 2 weeks. In wheat fundamentals, the market will look forward to next week's crop condition updates from USDA's state field offices. In U.S. weather, the next week is forecast to feature decent rainfalls across much of the soft red winter wheat growing areas, while hard red areas are also slated to receive rain, albeit a lesser amount than in the east. I'll have the overnight markets after this. Farmers, crop consultants, and ag business leaders. The Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference is March 11th and 12th at Ohio Northern University in Ada. The theme is getting more from less. 4 concurrent sessions each day with 60 presenters. Registration today is $150 and includes exclusive access to videos of all sessions after April 15th. CCA and CLM credits included. Go to ctc.osu.edu for more information. Midday today, we'll check in to the folks at the Commodity Classic. We'll get an update from the folks at Meristem Crop Performance. On Wednesday, powered by Soy Biodiesel, I'll head to the Clark County Fairgrounds Champions Center for the 67th Annual Wilmington College Aggies Judging Contest. Over 1,500 high school students will be honing their judging skills at that event. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Overnight at the open, March corn up 3 1/4 at 456 3/4. December new crop up 3/4 cent at 455 3/4. Neither corn nor beans are recovering much of Friday's losses. March beans up 2 3/4 at $10.14 1/4. November is up 3 1/4 at $10.32 3/4. On the wheat, July new crop 6 3/4 higher at $5.76. September is also up 6 3/4 at $5.91 1/4 cent. In livestock, April cattle down $3.47 to $192.65. June down $3.55 at $188.77. The April lean hogs are down 70 cents at $83.67, while May is down $1.32 at $87.42. June, while down $2.57, still trading at $95.02. April feeder cattle, $273 even, down $2.55 on the day. And May feeder cattle at $271.12. That's down $2.85. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everyone. I'm Dale Menyo. This is the Ohio AgNet.